Hi everyone, it's Tess from teachwithtess.com and I'm here today to say thank you. It's a massive moment for me. Well, it's been over the last week. Last Saturday, 5 days ago, I was monetized 2 days before my first anniversary here on YouTube with my channel Teach with Tess. So I just popped in today to say thank you. That's the first thing. And to give you a few tips, starting off on this journey too, to get you monetized as fast as possible. And you know, I'm talking to you as just a little channel, somebody with no experience, somebody who just jumped in there because I thought I might have a few things to share that could help other people. So if you're like me and my shoes a year ago, if you see what I mean, then stay tuned. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you find this helpful, if you're interested in all this stuff, because we talk about Wales English, teaching ESL online, and of course working from home. And if this video is of value, do whack the like button below. It's all great fun, and I upload content when do I upload? Monday every Monday. So I'm going to share with you 12 pieces of advice that will take you to that magic number of 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours before you become monetized. So here goes. Tip number 1. I really thought quite a long time about the name of my channel. I wanted it to be really clear. I wanted it to have my name in it so people could identify it with me, and I wanted it to say what I do. Teach. I'm quite like a bit of alliteration. Teach with Tess, that worked quite well, and it was clear to the point. Nobody else has that name, and it says what I do. So when you're thinking about your channel name, try to think about relating it to you, making it easy to remember, something that can be found, and something that people have absolutely no confusion about what it is that you do and what you're talking about. The other thing I wanted is that name, Teach with Tess, was going to be on my website, it was going to be on my YouTube channel and across my social media. So when I set that name up, I rapidly, well, at the same time, I bought the domain name and my email address, teachwithtess.com. No, teachwithtess@gmail.com. I'm still thinking about buying that as an email address, but that's another day. So it was a brand that I wanted to be clear and memorable. Now, a really important thing to do when you're starting off on this journey of monetization and beyond is to really think about your niche. If you're making videos or trying to please everybody, or you're not really clear what they are supposed to be about or what your objective is for your channel, it's liable that it's going to be it's likely to be very scattergun, and you're not really going to hit anyone, and you're not going to bring in the sort of people that you want who are going to be loyal to you and your channel. So niching is super important. And for instance, I niche down quite well and quite hard. Not too hard, but quite hard. So, you know, my niche is Wales English, tips for ESL teachers, and now a bit more, I'm starting to do more sort of general making money online, a bit of YouTube stuff, all this sort of thing, but it's still very niche. And it means that there's nobody else, or there really weren't very many people in my niche around Wales English when I started off, which was a huge advantage to me. So think about your niche. Think about your target audience and make sure that the video and the content that you're making is for them, so they can relate to you. And people will come back to your channel because they know what they're going to find. You know, when people come to my channel, they know that I'm going to be rabbiting on about Wales English in some form, or rabbiting on about ESL, or rabbiting on about, you know, making money and succeeding with your online brand. So people know what to expect from your channel. And most importantly of all, everything you do is to serve others. Very important. Do not spend your time talking about I. No, it's all about your subscribers. It's all about the people who are watching, and you need to be answering their problems. You need to be answering their questions. The third one is, you know, a bit of a paradox. Do not niche down too hard. You know, I feel like I'm sort of on the cusp. I've really niched down and it's worked well because I've got a lot of views, but at the same time I'm broadening my channel now a little bit, because if I just was making the same stuff about Wales English, it would have ended up being a bit too small, too niche, and then YouTube might just only ever recommend my videos around a very small amount of other videos, which is not what you want. So be careful not to niche down too hard. One thing that I did a lot of, number 4, is to have a look at the other YouTubers in your niche. So for instance, I went and did a lot of research and looked at videos made by other people, ESL stuff, you know, teaching online, or YouTube videos, or all this sort of stuff. Go and have a look, see what they're doing, see what's being watched as well, because it'll really help for you to see what sort of thing is important and of interest to the people interested in the sort of things you're talking about. So I did go along and spend some time on these channels. It gave me loads of ideas for videos. I could see what was doing well, what people were looking for. So yeah, I went off and I sort of did my own take on the subjects that other people were looking at, because I knew that there was interest in them. Now, fifth one. One thing that's super important to remember, if you're going into YouTube, it's 2021, you may be thinking, oh my good grief, there are millions of people, hundreds of millions of people, there are, but you are your own person, you have your own personality, and the people who are coming to your channel are coming because of you. You are your own superpower. It's nobody else. So please do not copy other people. Don't go and watch videos of people who are doing great, super successful stuff around your subject and think, I've got to do it like them. I've got to be like them because they've got 300,000 views on their video. No, because it won't look real. It will come across as fake. The people won't be, you're not them, you're you. And that's why people come back. I know, even though I'm suffering from lighting today, you can see I have a bar across my window and the sun is moving. It's awful. I can't light myself. Sorry, it's a quick video. But, it's people come back because they know it's me. They relate to me. Not sure why, but they do. And they'll relate to you. And people, when they're on YouTube, they choose the channels of people that they relate to. So just be yourself, because that's the most important thing you can be. Another thing, number six. Get to know now, YouTube has an algorithm that is very powerful. You can't get round it. Go and learn about it. Go watch the videos on it. They want consistency. That is so important for YouTube's algorithm. I have always committed to doing one video a week, and I have done one video a week, sometimes a bit more. I've uploaded now, as I make this, 57 videos. In under a year, so you can see there are a few extras here and there, but basically one video a week, and I upload now every Monday without fail. And YouTube loves consistency. They also love a clear niche down, and they find you. You can't get round YouTube's algorithm, and you can make it work for you. I'm not going to talk more about it, because I don't massively understand it. I'm getting there, but I wouldn't dare give you huge amounts of advice other than going to learn about it and do this, just learn the basics. It seems to have worked for me because, they're pushing some of my videos now. Number 6. Number 7. Really importantly, actually, you do not need fancy kit when you start out. Now, I am still filming on my iPhone 11. Now, it's getting to the point now where I think I want to level up. I'm going to buy an M50, a Canon M50 in the next couple of months or so. But you don't need anything like that when you start off. I have a great microphone when I'm doing screen recording, but otherwise this is just recorded on my iPhone. Now, I'm sure the sound could be better, but it isn't too bad. So start off. The most important thing is to start. Do not think that you can't make videos because everything isn't perfect. If you feel like that, you'll never ever press record. So start and just dive in. Just dive in, make a mess of it. My first videos, I cringe. But get going. I would say, it's more important to have good sound than it is good visuals, although ideally you have both. People will stay more time on a video that they can hear clearly on than they will if they can't hear you properly. So that is key, I'd say. Please ignore the lighting, as I say. I'm absolutely embarrassed by the lighting in this video. I'm in a very bright place, and it is, look, I'm going to show you, look, here we are, my window. I've even got a blind down, and it's so sunny in the afternoon. It's just like, it's like, anyway. So save up. If you're serious about doing this, if you really want to do YouTube well, and consistently save. Plan on your leveling up, plan on buying a good bike, plan on buying bits of kit, and do it slowly, but do not spend a fortune when you start off. It's just not worth it. Another thing, when you're making videos, try and make them the best you can, even if at the beginning, oh, I'm showing you all my rubbish, I'm gonna move my camera. Even if at the beginning, you know, you're sort of doing really basic stuff, you don't know how to edit very well, and you know, all the rest, it doesn't matter. When you start editing, find a free software you can practice on. There are lots of really good ones that have free versions, and then you can see if you like those editing tools to then buy their version. Now, I use Filmora Pro, which I absolutely love. I've only recently bought it, and there'll be a link below, an affiliate link for you if you think that Filmora is something that you'd like to try. It's really easy, I love it. Part of my videos is also sound. Now, when I started off, I used all the free, copyright-free content in YouTube Creator Studio, I think it's called, and that was great. It was wonderful. There was lots of music, but it wasn't always necessarily the sort of thing I wanted. So now I've invested in Epidemic Sound. Again, there's a link below. Epidemic Sound has just got thousands of different types of music. It's got sound effects, it's got everything you could possibly want. So for your videos, you know, I like it. I pay about £7, I think it is, a month or something. It's not huge, but it means that I have access to a vast amount of sound effects and things that I put into my videos, and I really like the freedom of doing that. So another one, next tip, super important, is your thumbnail. So your thumbnail is your image, your brand. Go and have a look at other people's thumbnails. What is it that draws you into thumbnails, and what is it about thumbnails that make you want to run a mile? You do not want thumbnails that are messy, are clogged up with information, text, whatever, bad pictures. Take time to make a nice, or to take a nice photograph of yourself or whatever it is that you're putting on your thumbnail, because people, you know, don't screenshot. I've done that in the past when I've forgotten to take a picture when I was doing a recording, you know, screen grab something from the video. It's never as good. So I suggest thinking about it, planning it, taking a photograph of yourself as you're making a thumbnail and doing something that looks great. Think about it, do research, have a look. There's lots on how to make great thumbnails. But most of all, I tended to just have a look around. I know my own, what I like. You know, I sort of have a fairly strong branding, I think it's fairly strong, but it's taken me a while to get there. My first thumbnails, I look now and I'm even hesitating. Shall I change them? No, don't, I'm not gonna bother. I've grown, it shows my progression. Now I've found the sort of brand that I like, I'm gonna stick to that. But I think doing your own research, your own reaction, it'll help you see what's effective and not. So spend time on thumbnails. I use canva.com. I've got a Canva Pro account. Again, there's a link below. If you like it, it's an affiliate link. I love Canva Pro, cannot recommend it enough. It's transformed everything I do, and I use it for Facebook, for YouTube, for Instagram, for everything I do. All my email marketing, everything. So lastly, the most successful videos I have made, or the most successful, because I'm still quite a newbie channel. Am I a newbie channel? Well, I'm not one of these huge channels, but certainly the most successful YouTube video I've made is the one that nobody else has done or haven't done in the same way. And that's my walkthrough, my demo class walkthrough video, which is definitely the one that's by far the most successful. When I started my channel, there was nobody else really doing anything with Wales English. So everything that I've been building up has been quite unique. There wasn't that content around before. So if you can find something, or if you find something that you want to talk about, look at a way. What is it that you can bring to it that makes it individual to you? What is it that makes it different, that hasn't been done before? And focus on that, because in general, those are the videos that will get the views, because other people haven't done it. It takes more work maybe, but you know, be clear in your head. What is it you want to achieve? What is it? What are your goals? And see what's missing in your niche, and then focus on that and find your voice. And that's how you will get the watchers. That's how you'll get the views. Something like that. So that's what I've learned in this past year. I just want to say it's been one hell of a roller coaster adventure. I've loved every minute of it. I think I have. It's been a lot of work. It's been great fun, but go for it. And please, as I say again, excuse the light. It's just shocking. I haven't got the right light in this room yet, have I? And there's me preaching on light, but today it's bad. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks, and I'll see you next time.